If you grew up anywhere in the San Fernando Valley during the 1980s, you know it was a universe unto itself. Forget what the rest of LA thought. We weren't a cultural wasteland. We were the epicenter of youth, where everything revolved around the mall, cruising Ventura Boulevard, and knowing all the fresh slang. The Sherman Oaks Galleria was our mecca, the main artery of our social lives. Before texting, you just knew your friends would be there. You'd find your pack near the food court or browsing at Music Plus. Parents would just drop you off for the day with a $20 bill, and that was like your lifeblood. It was an air-conditioned wonderland, a perfect escape from the sweltering valley heat, filled with stores like Judy's and Fashion Conspiracy. Cruising Ventura Boulevard was the ultimate mission on a Friday night. From Encino to Studio City, cars were synonymous with freedom. A slow crawl in the old family car up to Bob's Big Boy was essential for seeing and being seen. The journey and spontaneous meetups with other cars full of teenagers were the focus, not the destination. Dating in the valley meant fitting in, or so it seemed. A Val dude, a preppy guy with a popped collar polo and likely a convertible was the goal. However, a punk from Hollywood could change everything. Phone calls on a landline meant talking directly to a crush while their parents were nearby. Patience was required to deal with a rotary dial. Prom was a high-stakes romantic event that could make or break a high school reputation. Being dumped meant a face-to-face conversation. Although disappointing, at least there was no wondering where the person went. Although inland, Malibu was accessible. A day at the beach meant sun-drenched sand, salty air, and surfer vibes. However, the real thrill was sneaking out with a crew and heading into Hollywood to check out the punk and new wave clubs. The contrast between pastel-soaked valley parties and the edgy, loud Hollywood scene was exciting. The valley had its own language. Gag me with a spoon, grody to the max, and a liberal use of totally were common phrases. The language showed excitement, boredom, or just confirmed something cool. The valley was more than a stereotype. It was a place where childhood dreams and teenage rebellions mixed with endless sunshine, cheap thrills, and fashionable clothes. For a time, it was the only world that mattered. For that, to the max is appropriate.